Hi, good afternoon.
Hello Neha ji, good afternoon. Welcome to the session and welcome to Try to Thrive YouTube channel. How are you doing?
I am doing great, and it's always a pleasure having an interaction with you. I was expecting it usually as we have on Skype app, but then I got to know that it is going to be on Zoom app. So that's why I got a little late.
Okay, no worries. Okay, yes, I remember. I think last time we connected on Skype application, and after starting sessions on Zoom, we haven't connected. It's been long time, right?
Mm. Yes. So
Hmm.
tell me, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, fantastic. Everything is going as planned, even more than that, and I'm very grateful to the universe. Yes, thank you so much for
Okay,
asking.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, I have been
Okay.
learning a lot from your videos. The short videos nowadays you are making with maybe your sister. While,
Yes.
yes, I saw some of your videos, and that's really great. And I always admire your work and the way you use nice advanced words, which is something I like the most in your videos.
Thank you. Thank you. Means a lot. You made my day.
That's my pleasure. Okay, I found you the right person to discuss this particular topic, and I'm really thrilled that you like this topic to discuss with me. As you are a teacher, you are a proud homemaker, you are a teacher, YouTuber, proud homemaker, a mother. So I think you will be able to deliver the right content and will be able to help people out there, my audience. So that is why I decided to discuss this topic with you. Okay, so I have jotted down all the questions for you and we will discuss one by one. Okay, so as you know, the topic is personal growth. Okay, so
Hmm.
I want to know
Right.
what does personal growth mean to you and how do you define it?
Okay. So first, directly delving into our conversation, I just want to say a few things to you because
Yep.
we are going to discuss a very beautiful topic,
Hmm.
and person whom I'm going to have an interaction with, right? Who is sitting right in front, not in front of, but on the other side of my phone screen. I
Mm-hmm.
think you are a true paradigm of
Mm-hmm.
determination and self growth because
Mm-hmm.
we all have been watching your videos for a long time on YouTube, and we have witnessed your journey of growing yourself. So that is it. Now I want to tell you what does this word personal growth mean to me. See, it's it's very easy to define as per Google's definition. It's all about it's an ongoing process. That's what I also believe. But for me, personal growth is not only about growing yourself physically in terms of your hair, your nail, your dress, and all these scenarios, right? For me, it has some other factors. As in, you need to grow yourself emotionally, mentally, intellectually, and spiritually. What I believe. So, as a homemaker, as a woman, we always ignore ourselves and we never bother much about growing ourselves personally, right? But yes, I'm always uh, I'm always proud of myself because I get to know my value. I know how to value myself. So for me, personal growth is all about loving yourself, valuing yourself. Now, I am not saying you to become a narcissist, right? So keep these two things different. For
Hmm.
me, personal growth is all about understanding yourself and loving yourself, growing yourself, not only physically, but emotionally, mentally, intellectually, and spiritually.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, whatever you said. And I don't have experience of being a homemaker and housewife or, being a mother, that how it is difficult to manage all the things, like, like keeping the demeanor calm and then, managing all the household chores and then focusing on the work. I always salute people like you and Karishma is there and Shanta ma'am is there. All of you guys are doing great work. while maintaining the household things, while managing the family. At the same time, you always try to grow in life. And yes, that's a great that it is not just about your physical health or how you appear. Like it is always about your mindset too. If the mind, heart, the feelings, the energy all are synced and all are, watered every day, taken care of these things every day. So yes, I also do agree with it. Okay, let's move to the next question, and which is, uh, can you share a moment when you faced a challenge that led to significant personal growth? And what did you learn from it?
Uh, I don't have any specific incident, but yes,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to specifically English challenge, speaking English with people, so I can tell you one incident from my life. I have discussed this with some of my in some of my videos. So after getting married, I was lucky enough to get a chance to move to Mumbai with my husband and with my son. So when my son started going to his school, and I was I had to attend his PTMs. So that time I got to know something or some valuable things about myself, that how I was lacking in terms of my confidence, in terms of my personal growth, right? So there was one activity in my son's school, in his school. So teacher was showing some objects to children, and they had to tell their names. It was very simple activity. We as a parents, we were also invited. So my son used to be, he's always he is active and
Energetic
attentive
kid. Okay.
student.
Hmm.
Yes, right. So he was telling the names of those objects very, loudly. But the thing that I noticed, he was telling all the names in Hindi, and then teacher showed them cucumber. Right, it was a cucumber. So my son loudly he just said kheera, and teacher just instructed him to speak in English, to tell the
Hmm.
names in English. It is a very trivial thing to tell, but it changed my life. This incident changed my life. What I observed, that I need to work on not only on communication skills, but I was not telling him the names in English. Now one point that I want to clear here, I was not ashamed that my son was telling names in Hindi, but I felt mortified, I felt embarrassed that I didn't tell him names in English,
Yeah.
right? Because we can't ignore the value of English language in our lives. So that was a waking call for me,
Hmm.
and I started working not only on my communication skills, but on my son's communication skills. And that after that I try to tell each and every object's name in Hindi. I never needed to tell him in Hindi, because you know how we learn this language, how do we learn native language, by observing, by imitating. But yes, I added English words to my vocabulary and to his
Hmm.
as well. So yes, and then I started working on my communication skills. So it was one step forward towards growing myself personally, right? So this was the incident, though it is a trivial one, but it changed my perspective towards myself.
Hmm. Absolutely, and it is incredible, inspirational journey, I must say. And the challenge you faced, it is not like after that challenge, it's not like you started working on yourself. You simultaneously started working for your kid, and
Right.
he is also, I must say, lucky and fortunate enough to have a mother like you, who is there to
Thank
observe
you.
the environment and observe what is going on in his life. And you know the essence and the value of this language. I know some people will comment here, oh, what's wrong if the person is saying in Hindi? It's not wrong. We
Right.
accept, we speak, we interact with people in Hindi. Even we feel more comfortable
Yes.
we speak Hindi. But it is our necessity. We can't deny that.
Yes.
Right. So that's
Exactly.
great.
That's why I mentioned. That's why I
Mm.
mentioned that I was not ashamed that he was
Mm.
speaking in Hindi, but the activity was all about telling those names in English.
Mm-hmm.
right? So it could be
Yeah.
any other language, it could be French, it could be Chinese, but
Mm-hmm.
yes, that time it was English. So I
Yeah.
started working on English.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It is just like working on other skills. Like in order to get a job, you
That's
work on other skills too. Like if there you need to type fast, that also you get coaching and you learn how to type fast.
yes,
And if you need to present well, then you learn that. So it is just like a skill now in order to get job, in order to thrive in life, in order to grow in life. Yeah. Okay.
right.
So let's discuss the next topic, next question, which is how do you stay motivated to continue growing even when things go, you know, uh, get tough?
Hmm. Yes, it's a very beautiful question actually. If I don't know you are aware of this or not, I was away from YouTube for quite a long time,
Hmm.
right? Because things were getting troublesome for me. I was not able to balance my personal life and all the activities I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when I felt like now things are not, or things are beyond my control, because YouTube was troubling me, and I was busy. I was continuously taking sessions on Skype app. Then it was all about taking sessions, uploading, and then checking your views and how's your
Mm-hmm.
challenge channel growing up. So it started affecting my mental peace, and that was the time when I decided to take a break. Right? It was a break, but it was a constructive break. I worked on myself. I contemplate what exactly I was looking for. I never
Mm-hmm.
wanted to become a YouTuber. It was never my major goal. I wanted to work on my communication skills, right? But when I was not enjoying having sessions, having interactions with people, then I didn't find it worth. So I took a break,
Mm-hmm.
right? And what I believe, challenges, failures, difficulties, these are integral part of our life. These are inevitable. We can't skip these things from our life, but we need to have that pragmatic approach towards our challenges, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it varies person to person. How do you take your challenges? Right. So in my case, music always works for me. So when I was on a break,
Mm-hmm.
the best thing I did, I inculcated habit of reading. I bought some good books. I read those books. I enjoyed a lot. I relished that time to the core, and I was watching movies of
Wow.
90s movies on
Mm-hmm.
TV. Yes, I was busy grooming my home. So that's how I took these challenges in my life. And you know what? When you feel you are tired, you are not enjoying the all the things you are doing, just take a break.
Hmm.
Okay, take a short but constructive break, and breaks are mandatory to break that monotonous chain of our routine.
Hmm.
So this is what we should do. Uh, in my case, music works. You can go for your things, right?
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
that is how life is simple. We complex it with our thoughts, with the negative
Overthinking.
thoughts and kind of stuff. So yes, it's very simple. Just try
Hmm.
to instead of cribbing about the problems, try to focus on the solution. I always tell my son to have that solution oriented approach.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever he comes to me, mama, this is happening with me, I'm not able to tackle it. So I always tell, take a deep breath and don't focus on the problem. Just figure out how can we solve this problem, what should be our step. Okay, and if you can't solve that problem, just take another shift, just shift your attention towards some other things,
Hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
this is these kind of things we can do to deal with challenges and all the problems.
Absolutely, very fantastic that you have elaborated in a very beautiful manner with the help of your own experience and your own example that how you get the motivation and inspiration again from your own self, which is remarkable. what happens when we listen to motivational speakers, you start even sometimes comparing yourself with others, thinking about others like, oh my god, they are so positive and I'm so negative. But the positivity or negativity, whatever it is, it comes from within. It is your own mindset.
Mm.
And the best practices you mentioned, which is like you incorporated reading habit, which I admire a lot. It really helps a lot to change your mindset, to change your attitude towards everything, not about just your English, but about everything. It helps a lot.
Everything, right?
And music, I
Mm.
totally agree, like music really helps in my life too. Even when I sit here and when somebody doesn't join the session, I just switch I'll jump to music again and I start listening to music. And even while editing the video too, for 30 minutes to 1 hour, I just keep listening the music and I do the editing work. That's how I enjoy editing. Otherwise, editing is like really boring for me. I cannot
Yes,
sit
yes,
for
it's
30
boring.
minutes to 1 hour to do it without listening to music. So, music again resonates me a lot. And take a break is
Yes,
again a great
before,
message. Yeah, yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yes, continue with it.
Yeah, I was saying, like you mentioned, take a break. I also feel that it is very
Yes.
essential to take a break. If you are not feeling
Mm.
mentally motivated or mentally healthy, it's very essential because
Yes.
this work is kind of a work where you need peaceful mind, and there you can
Yes.
construct properly the thoughts and ideas. So I also take sometimes short breaks, and I think I'm in the kind of state right now that I don't need long breaks. Like even a 1 day break
Mm.
is enough for me. And already I have created a kind of schedule for me where I don't need to crave for the breaks, as I teach only 3 days a week. And then like remaining 4 days, it is up to me how I want to spend. Sometimes I book a lot of sessions, sometimes I don't book any session. Like when I feel super energetic, I book a whole day, like 10 sessions I can have.
Yes.
And sometimes I like zero, I'm not going to work like this. And on Sundays also, sometimes when the people are asking me that, okay, I'm a working professional, so I can attend session only on Sunday, then I
Mm.
take. Otherwise, on Sunday I enjoy. I just Earlier, I wasn't that much, fond of watching movies, but nowadays I watch a lot of movies.
Mhm.
Every now and then, whenever I have free time, I just start watching movies, but in English. That is my preference in order to just get the right
Okay.
pronunciation. And yes. Okay, you
Mhm.
were saying something.
Yes.
Continue.
Yes, because you just mentioned something about motivational things, motivational maybe videos or kind of. See, there is a term we call it locus of control. So, what does it mean? It means actually there are two types of locus of control in our life. One is external and internal.
Mm-hmm.
When it just means who controls our life. When we think we have that belief in fate, destiny, luck, or when we give that charge of our life to some people, that is called external locus of control. It means we blame anything that is happening in our life, we blame either to our circumstances or to some people, right?
Okay.
And then comes internal. It has that the people who have internal locus of control, they have that they are disciplined,
Mm.
right? They are disciplined and they have that accountability. They accept whatever they is going on in their life. They take that accountability. They never blame for their fate, destiny, or people. Okay, so what I believe, we should have that internal locus of control instead of uh, again complaining what is going on in your life. It's because of that person, it's because of this situation. Try to be disciplined enough in your life. And I always believe in self motivation. At this age of my life, hardly I get influenced by other people or external factors. I know how to keep myself motivated. I have that control of my life, right?
Mm.
So it's mandatory. It's mandatory to have that realization that we need to keep ourselves motivated. Don't look for outer help. Every time. Yes, sometimes you can go for Sandeep
Hmm.
Maheshwari's videos, or there are so many good motivational speakers, right? Sometimes anything can work for you, but don't rely completely on these kind of external factors,
Mm-hmm.
because motivation is a spark. It just works for a short span. If
Mm-hmm.
you are disciplined enough, the discipline fosters that it pushes you towards your success, towards your
Absolutely.
sustained success, I would say. So
Mm.
try to be disciplined instead of looking for outer motivation. That's what I
Absolutely.
want to add here.
I totally agree. Outer motivation works for a certain period of time.
Yes.
Maybe when you watch video, you will feel and you will do something, you will decide something, and then you will do for a day, for 2 days, hardly for 7 days. And then what? Are you going to watch again the video or going to do the same? So that is why I also believe that inner motivation is the one which can help you, like you mentioned, the sustained success, sustain
Mm,
that peace, whatever you want in your life, is because it comes, when you have the inner motivation. Agree. Okay.
mm,
And you said that accountability and discipline. I also totally agree. Like, whatever the situation you are in right now, it is because of your own way of thinking, because of your own way of taking things personally, or you tackle the things, how do you solve the problems and all. Some people are, always bewildered, and they are just, thinking about the problems, like what is happening in their life, and they are just, as you mentioned, that you are maybe blaming the situation, maybe people and all. Yeah, and these are the excuses. If you really want to
right.
solve, you can go for the solutions, and there are solutions. If there is a problem, there are solutions. There are even
Yes.
multiple solutions of a single problem. You
Solutions.
try to find it out. Yeah, so great points. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move to the next question, and which is, okay, I also want to know, like, do you follow or have any specific, habits or routine to help you improve yourself daily?
See, they say that if you the path to success lies in your daily routine,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I strongly believe if you want to change something, or if you want to adapt a new habit, you need to work on those things which you do daily, which you do every day. So
Hmm.
yes, every day when I wake up, I make sure that I'm going to use this day in a very constructive way, right? I don't write my to-do list, but there is always in my mind, it's always going on what I'm going to do. So
Mm-hmm.
as though I am not very particular with certain things, but yes, it's all about how do I feel. If I feel like I go for so many sessions a day, and if I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like, I never insist myself to do those things. But yes, if you want to manage time, you need to fix certain things in your daily routine. So first of all, again, I won't believe in those superficial things, right? I believe you need to work internally. First of all, you need to have a positive mindset
Hmm.
that works for you, okay? And you need to be determined enough. You need to be resilient. All these words, resilience, persistence,
Hmm.
these are keys to achieve anything in your life. So try to adapt a good lifestyle. If you are following a very hectic schedule of, or if you don't have a if you don't follow a healthy lifestyle, how would you achieve something in your life?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to add all these values to your life, because most of the time we are working, as I mentioned, superficial. All those we work on on a superficial level. We work, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. So the thing is, if you are not mentally and physically well, how would you do good in your life? So try to adapt a healthy lifestyle. Keep yourself mentally, emotionally balanced and sound. Have quality time with your family members,
Mm-hmm.
okay? My suggestions are going to be little intellectual. I would like to tell you, because this is what life taught me. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. most of the time we are busy at your age. See, now you are full of bean, you are energetic, you can afford
Late.
waking up for long hours
Mm.
at night, right?
Mm.
But kab tak, how long,
Absolutely.
right? Okay, so if you are investing your time, your energy in negative things, you get ready to face the music, I would say. So try to
Mm.
adapt a good lifestyle, try to keep yourself ethically, morally healthy.
Mm.
Then you are going to invest your energy in a very positive way. So this is what I want to tell to the young people and all the people. Don't go every time, don't look up to Maggie and pizza for your you know to fill your stomach.
Mm.
Choose healthy lifestyle.
Healthy lifestyle.
Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I believe. That's what I believe. This is how you are going to be mentally, physically, and emotionally
Mm.
healthy and balanced in your life.
Yeah, so do I.
So
I
what
also
do you
believe
think?
in the same.
Hmm.
Mm. So overall, it is all about the positive mindset or positive
Yes.
attitude. But as you have mentioned, a lot of things which maybe somewhere people will think, oh my God, how to do or incorporate these many things in myself. Everyone has their own challenges and setbacks and beliefs and doubts and all. So
Hmm.
sometimes it's really challenging. So can you mention any practice which you do in order to be that much calm, composed, and energetic and motivated, like meditation
Hmm.
or breathing exercise or anything if you do physically?
Yes, it sounds little difficult, but it is not difficult at all. See, it's all about how do you. It's all about how do you manage your time, I believe. So, if you are a night owl, try to shuffle your timing gradually. Rome
Hmm.
wasn't built in a day. Everything takes time. Okay, so you need to set your priorities first.
Hmm.
That's what works for everyone, right? Make your priorities what exactly you want in your life. Okay,
Hmm.
and yes, meditation, breathing exercise, these things don't work for each and everyone. If you ask if I tell about myself, hardly I get time to go for yoga or meditation. So
Hmm.
music is meditation for me. Reading is meditation for
Reading,
me.
yes.
And sometimes yes, I love to be in my shell. That's what work for me, right? If I don't feel like having interaction, conversation, I don't talk to anyone. I don't make calls. I
Hmm.
just love to be in that phase where I am just, I'm doing nothing. Sometimes it's also good to do nothing. So
Yeah, it
don't
is.
bite off more than you can chew.
Hmm.
Okay, don't try to push yourself towards doing so many things altogether.
Hmm.
So these are little steps, and you need to see. I can tell about myself,
Hmm.
right? Now
Hmm.
I can give you certain tips and tricks. I can show you a path. Now it's your call how to follow that path, or how to which tip or which trick is going to work for you.
Hmm.
Okay,
Absolutely.
because
Hmm.
everyone has their own different lifestyle. I
Absolutely.
can tell you what I feel, है ना, or
Hmm.
what I choose to do to motivate myself, to keep myself on the track. So that's how, because life is different. All these things work differently.
Hmm. Absolutely. I totally agree. Yes. And as you mentioned that sometimes when you don't like to do anything, just do not do. And I also believe in that you should have always me time too. In me time, you can just
Right.
observe what you are going through, what the thought
Mm.
process you have. If you have all the negative thoughts, then you step by step you can start changing towards start changing those negative thoughts into positive, and then
Yes.
gradually you can decide, always taking small steps are beneficial. When you are totally
Right.
confused, totally like you are you don't know where to go, what to do, then you should start taking small steps instead of just giving bigger tasks to yourself. And yes, I personally like but believe that meditation, breathing exercises, doing yoga, they really help a lot. I have met many people in this journey itself. From there I got, it's not my personal experience, it's about like I
Hmm.
have met many people who shared because of yoga they are able to manage even a lot of things, and even
Yes.
they were able to do, get rid of all the pains, aches, and all the negativity, all the negative mindset. So these things somewhere help a lot. But as in your life,
Definitely.
reading music is kind of a meditation for you, same is for me. Reading is just like a meditation for me. When I do reading for 1 hour to 2 hours or 30 minutes, whatever, I feel so, I think, energetic after that, and
Hmm.
productive and like
Yes.
calm, peace, everything is there. And earlier when I started doing the reading practice and all, I used to decide each and practice with time slot and with time, like, okay, at 6 you will do reading, at 7 you will do this.
Hmm.
Nowadays, I'm very friendly with myself. That I have understood myself very well now. It's been a long time that I've been doing a few practices. That is why I understand. As you also understand yourself well, right? I also understand myself well, so I don't pressurize my mind or myself to do anything at a particular time period.
Right.
I have given this to my mind that whenever you feel, just read. And this happens with me. Sometimes when somebody doesn't join, I just start reading for 30 minutes. For that time, I
Hmm.
utilize. Or sometimes in the evening, sometimes in the morning. I haven't decided any particular time now. Because now I feel sometimes if you decide the time, particular time, okay, 6 a.m. you have to read. Maybe you're not feeling that much good to read. So
Yes.
you should not get
Right.
everything what is written or what the author actually wants to say you. But when you are in mood of reading and you are craving to read, you
Hmm.
will get each and every word properly. That's what I have realized, and that is why I am very friendly in these kind of when it comes to do these kind of practices now with myself, and that is very essential, I think.
I'm on board with you, whatever you said, because we can't be so mechanical with
Hmm.
ourselves, right? It we have heart, we have that brain to process all the things. Sometimes we don't feel
Hmm.
like doing so don't,
Yeah.
and sometimes see every time we can't put off stuff, right? We can be lenient with ourselves, but not every time. So sometimes we do certain things begrudgingly when we don't have a wish or desire to do, but we have to when there is no option. Right, let's say my household chores, sometimes I don't feel like doing dishes, but
Hmm.
I don't have any choice, so I have to go for that option. So it's all about I told so make set your priorities and make choices, make decisions.
Hmm.
Life is a big game of perspectives and all these things to how to decide, how to take decisions and priorities. That's life surrounds or
Hmm.
it moves around these things.
Absolutely. It is not always a bed of roses that you are going to enjoy. Always you
Yes.
will get something difficult. Always you have to take the accountability of completing all the essential tasks on each day on regular
Right.
basis. That is again essential. As we all do, I guess. That we some of the practices or some of the work that you mentioned at your home, you have to do it. And everybody has
Yes.
responsibility. And from there, if in that responsibility it seems monotonous too, you have to do it. Yeah, sometimes you have
Right.
to just
You can
force
find
to.
and you can
Hmm.
yes, you can find an option. You can find something to make your boring stuff entertaining. So
Entertaining, yeah.
again, music
Hmm.
floats my boat. So
Yeah.
this is how. See, every time I say, if the problem is yours, you are the one who is going to figure out.
Figure out, yeah.
So that's how life goes on. It's all
Hmm.
about our perspective. How do we take certain things in our life?
Absolutely. Okay. I'm not able to resonate with people who are working professionals in particular companies. I don't know how they deal with these stuff, or maybe that is entirely different than ours or than mine,
Hmm.
maybe. Because I'm a daughter, unmarried, and living in my home. I have everything done by my parents, my siblings, and I have to just do this. And maybe that is why it seems too easy for me, or seems too like, okay,
Yes.
but maybe it is actually challenging for many people out there who are working for many, many hours in a day. So depends on person to person, and they have to find their
Right.
own ways to figure, deal with it. Okay. The last question before it ends, I want to ask you, like, how do you think learning English has played a role in your personal growth?
Okay. I would say learning English has not only played role, it has played a crucial role or major role. If I'm sitting here today, it's just because of this journey when I started learning English. And I often say this thing to my learners, to people, that learning English is not only about enhancing your communication skills. You are grooming yourself as an individual, right? It's all about broaden your horizons, not in terms of communication. When we have these kind of interactions, see, we get to know different mindsets of people, their culture, their lifestyle, and it's a kind of mutual exchange of feelings and emotions. So today, if people know me, I'm not talking about YouTube or my social media platforms, right? I'm talking about people who already know me as Neha, as the maybe किसी के लिए, for someone I'm daughter-in-law, for someone I'm chachi, masi, for someone I'm a neighbor. But now they all know me as Himachali tutor Neha. This is a
Mm-hmm.
person, this is a woman who teaches English online or who speaks very well. Because I belong to a rural setting, and speaking this language is a big deal here. So earlier, people only recognize me as a person, as I mentioned, with different
Mm-hmm.
relations with them, right? But now they acknowledge me, and that's what makes me feel on the top of the world. That's how this language, yes, this language has uh, changed my life drastically, I would say. I feel so privileged. I feel so honored when my own relatives, they come to me, oh, you're doing a great job. Because being a homemaker, I think everyone takes us for granted,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we always strive for that acknowledgement.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can say this. I can't. I am actually this feeling is ineffable for me. Right? It's not easy to express in words. Only I can feel only. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
this language has given wings to my dreams. Whatever I'm doing, if I'm earning, right? If people acknowledge me, if they recognize me, it's just because of this language. Just because of this language. And second thing, when we talk about personal growth, right? There comes all those insecurities which we have, right? So see, people come to me, ma'am, how to overcome your insecurities and how to build your confidence. See, confidence is a matter of knowledge and education.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you are knowledgeable, if you are educated enough, confidence will follow you. So if you want to be confident enough, try to become knowledgeable. It
Gain
can be
knowledge,
anything.
yeah.
It can be right. It can be anything. If you're good at cooking, go for those culinary skills which are going to enhance your cooking skills. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I want to say. Right. So English language has, as I mentioned, it this language gives wings to my wings. Always, always.
Wow.
And whatever
Fantastic.
I'm today, it's just because of this language.
Likewise, likewise. Whatever I am today is because of the language. And earlier, when I didn't know this, I wasn't anything. That's true. Okay, our meeting is going to end in just less than 1 minute. So I want to tell you that thank you so much for accepting the invitation and sharing the insights and experiences, which I believe will definitely help others out there.
Thank you so much for having me. And
My
it
pleasure.
was such an intriguing session, literally. And you know what? True, you are, as I mentioned in the very starting of our session, you are a true epitome of resilience and
That really
determination.
means a
So
lot.
keep up the right.